Let's make some macaroni tuna salad. Let's get it. In a pan, you want to boil some water and add your eggs. Make sure that you do not overcook the eggs because that is going to prevent you from being able to peel the eggs easily. In a separate pot, per usual, make sure that you add your chicken bouillon powder. And today we are using the colored rotini. I usually use the elbow noodles, but I wanted to switch it up this time. Make sure you cook those until they are al dente. After about 14 minutes, make sure you take out your eggs and add those to some ice water so they can cool down. Once your noodles are cooked, go ahead and remove those. So next, I'm just going to chop up my large sweet onion. I'm just going to make sure that I dice that up. I did off camera chop up a green onion, and I am going to use a shallot. I know a lot of people like to use celery seed, chopped celery, things like that. I would recommend just using whatever works for you. But if you use this recipe to the T, I promise this is going to be a showstopper. Also, too, if you like that extra oniony taste, add an extra shallot. Once my eggs cool off, I am going to go ahead and start peeling my egg, and I love the satisfaction of an egg that does not crack or break once you're done peeling it. Look how beautiful this egg looks. So a little pro tip, make sure that you season your noodles before you start adding any mayo or things like that, because it just adds that extra flavor. I do have my own 7-season seasoning blend that I do add to my noodles. I would just recommend just adding whatever seasoning works for you guys, and just make sure that you taste the noodles just to see if you need to add a little bit more. Now I am going to start breaking up my eggs from earlier, making sure that I'm leaving them in large chunks, and then we're going to add that to the mac salad. Then next, you do want to add all of the onions that you chopped up. So you are going to add that shallot, that onion, and that green onion, and give that a good mix. So now I'm adding the mayo, and if you guys notice, I am adding things in sections. I prefer to add it in sections because I can mix it evenly, in my opinion. So after I mix up that mayo, I am going to add my tuna and my sweet relish. And I would recommend draining all but one of your cans of tuna, as your noodles is going to soak up that mayo and that tuna overnight. And I am going to top that with some sugar, and keep in mind I am tasting as I'm going, and I am going to allow my husband to taste it just to see what he feels like I need to add. So we did decide that I needed to add some more relish and some more of that seasoning blend before finalizing. And once everything is to your liking, you are going to want to top off that with some paprika, and boom, there you have it.